What brand shoot do you often wear? This is Eaton. This shirt is Eaton. No. This shirt is Canali. The suits are all custom. Okay, hello everybody. I got a good show for you today. Hello, hold on. Instagram's coming on live. Okay, hello everybody on Instagram. Hello TikTok. Hello YouTube. We're back. Got a great show for you today. Talking about dating. One of the things that I noticed recently on even my own content is so telling about people's character is the comments that come through on whatever. And let me give you an example. I recently posted a video about a day in my life. A casual day in my actual life, just on any given day, more or less. Now, obviously, days vary from every single day. Things happen differently every day. But for the most part, there's sort of a routine to things. Sure. I post a video, and in the amount of comments, some of them, I got people that are like, yeah, great, good, whatever. And for the most part, that's overwhelmingly what it is. Positive, people like my stuff. But then you have the comments that are like, people's perception of other people, especially online. And this holds so true with dating. So for me, I'll post a video about the day in the life of a multimillionaire. It's factual. Here's my real day-to-day actual life. And then I get comments that are like, oh wow, your life must be so lonely or so boring. It's just so I took some screenshots because I want to read it out loud to you guys. Some of these some of the things that people say. One guy goes, first of all, this should put yourself in the minds of the users that are commenting. This guy goes, not all glitters are gold. And it takes everything inside of me to be like, not all glitters are gold. Are you trying to say that not all that glitters is gold? You stupid motherfucker. Is that what you mean? Firstly, let's start there. That's the precedent. Let me set the stage for you. All right, that's number one. And then it's like, just be happy with what you have. You know why? Some people wish they were you. He might be richer than me, but I'm way happier than him. I can say that with impunity. Well, it's like, hey, hang on. The assumptions. You know what I'm saying? I am so happy. And people go, oh, just because you're rich, you must be so unhappy. You're so lonely. I'm like, I'm not lonely. I have great people in my life. I have great friends. I got great people that I love and care about. Like, what? Where did you make that up from? What a fucking wild thing to say. And people are like, oh, you must be unhappy. You have money, so you must be unhappy. Why? Why must I be? You see how people are taking their own stuff, their own inside feelings, and applying it, sort of slathering it to their whole worldview. All right? It's like they themselves are fucking broke, and they can't imagine that somebody who has more money than them is better off than them. So in order to self-preservation justification, they then just apply their nonsense to other people as if it's them. And by the way, let me just say this. Let me just say this to be clear, because I'm getting to the point here. The point is this. If you go, oh, well, you're rich, but I'm happy. How are you happy? How are you happier? Okay? You have 2 jobs keeping you fucking alive, and then you have some wife that bitches at you every Sunday because how are you going to pay these bills? Okay? They're just stacking up. And the kids are eating shitty bag lunches because you can't afford the school food or you can't afford good lunches for them. And you don't know how you're going to make ends meet. And then you every day just tell people how your life is just so much more fulfilled. Living like that instead of me online. Do you see what I'm saying? They go, I post my shit online. What it's like being a multimillionaire, for real. Here's a day in the life. And they go, oh, well, he must be so miserable. I'm not miserable. I'm not. My life's more fulfilling because I might not have all those things, but I'm more fulfilled in my life. Why do you think that? What a wild thing to assume. What do you mean? My life is fulfilling. I love what I do. I love everything about it. I love all the people in it. I'm not lonely. I have a great fucking life. Why would you just project that shit? And then furthermore, why would you pretend your own life that is barely getting by better? It's not better. That's way worse. That's what all the arguments with your wife is about. The one that you had, the one that you could get, the one that you're as a broke man could get, the one that quietly resents you or outwardly fucking hates you. When you're stressed out pulling your fucking hair out every week about how you're not going to pay them bills, how is your life better? You get what I'm saying? Why is that more fulfilling? To be busy between two jobs and you can't pay your shit, you're just more fulfilled? That's insane to me. And this is what the point I'm trying to make. And that's just on my comments. I understand there's dumb people on my shit. I get that. It is what it is. Like, I get that. But like to pretend that your life is better or more fulfilled or you're happier just struggling. And believe me, sis, I've been there. I've been there. I grew up poor. Do you understand? So I get it. So to pretend that, oh, well, he must be rich. He's rich, but he must be lonely or unhappy or miserable. I'm not. I'm not, though. But I can see that you are because you're applying your stuff to me. You see what I'm saying? So, in dating, same thing. Here's the perfect fucking example. Here's a perfect example. Excuse me. Perfect example. They message you guys on Instagram. Guys message girls on Instagram. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. You're so gorgeous. Oh, I would do anything for you. If you were my girl, I'd never let any man hurt you. I'd lay down for a bullet. I'd take a bullet for you. I'd lay down on puddles for you. Whatever. They profess their undying love in their DMs. Okay. And then you ignore them for 2 days. And then next thing you know, they're like, you fucking bitch. You passed up on a good chance to be with a great guy like me. I'm a good person. Meanwhile, they're just texting you the most toxic bullshit ever. I'm just such a great guy. And you just don't know what a good guy looks like. You need a real man. You're just so superficial. And all you like is rich guys. It's like, why are you applying so much of your shit? Nobody asked you. You see what I'm saying? And also, what a bold thing to assume. All these made up assumptions that you have about another person. You don't even fucking know anything about them, but you say it with such confidence that you just live your life that way. Oh, she's pretty, so she probably only likes rich guys. She doesn't even know what a real man is. She wouldn't know how to handle a real man. She probably doesn't even fucking have good values. She just needs. That's how they talk for real. And if you think I'm capping about that, just read my comments on my live right now. Just look down, scroll down. There it is. You'll see equally dumb shit constantly. And so the problem is that they're just applying their fucking stuff to your life and then saying it as like facts or some shit. You get what I'm saying? And my message is grow up, get a life, touch some grass. But focus on improving your own life rather than actually just fucking me to other people's lives and making so many bold claims. When I posted that, what my life is like as a multimillionaire, to post that video up and then people go, oh my God, he's so lonely. He must be so lonely. Why you say that? What the fuck are you talking about? I have people in my life every day. Not just people I pay, but friends, girlfriends. Just, my life is dope. Why would you make up a thing and then state it as fact with such confidence from your chest? Why would you say that? And that's the same fucking attitude they have with dating. So, they're sending you that shit. They're commenting that stupid shit on your on your posts or whatever. Run for the hills is the answer. Because that just is, it bodes to their character. That is what is on the inside of them at all times. Anger, frustration at themselves that they point outwardly at others to justify their own shitty character. Ta-da! I've cracked the code, folks. Hold on, I got an answer for this. I got something good for this one. Hang on. I got this special that I break out on occasion. You guys need to see this. This is important. Okay, here we go. Here's the answer, guys. Here it is. Ready? So, I predict, I'm going to make a prediction right here for everybody, okay? I predict that if you're the person that says, oh, well, he has money, but he's not happy like I am on people's videos or live streams or whatever, I predict that you're going to be a broke fucking loser forever. That's not even from me. That's straight up from the crystal. That's just obvious. See it plain as crystal clear. It's crystal clear. If you type this on people's videos, oh, he must be so unhappy. Because he has money. He looks so lonely and must be so unhappy. He seems miserable. He's got all that money, but he's got a shallow, vacuous life. And he's probably so miserable. If you type that shit, I predict that that's you. That's who you're gonna be forever. And you just are gonna type that shit to make yourself feel better about you barely making ends fucking meet, and you arguing every Sunday with your bitch wife about your finances because you just can't get it together. How about that? That's what I predict your future looking grim. You see what I'm saying? Because all day, you spend all day, he's not as happy as me though. Why? Where'd that come from? What a wild thing to pull out. I genuinely think that your energy, fellas, men, especially the men are the worst one. Girls too, but girls will give me their unsolicited advice like, you should get some area rugs. Well, nobody asked you, fucking Sabrina. The fuck? You should worry about your own house. You can just worry about the clutter in your bathroom. How about that? I didn't ask you. But men are like, oh, well, he must be rich, but he's so miserable. Nope. That's a you thing, not me. Okay? So I predict right here, I'm going to read the future, fortune teller. You're going to be broke loser forever. And that's the same. That's the same for all of the people that are like so judgmental. They see a pretty girl post, you know the type. Guys will see a pretty girl post online. Guys will see a pretty girl post online and they'll comment the wildest shit on their post because they'll say things like, girl posts some shit online. And then the guy would be like, oh, daddy issues. Or your parents must be so proud. Nah. Oh, what do you bring to the table? They type that shit out because they're just fucking, it's a visceral response. They see a pretty girl that they can never get, and then there's a flash of anger. And then they're just like, they can't deal with it, what it would take to be the kind of man that could get the girl that they're attracted to. So a snapshot reaction is just like, daddy issues. You probably only like rich guys, just shallow rich guys. Just the jocks. Yeah. That's what their response is. And every single man that posts that shit on there is a man who has the character of deferring responsibility, thinks he's way fucking smarter and more capable than he ever will be ever or is today, and is just simply going to forever blame everyone else for why he doesn't get what he wants in his life. And by the way, fellas, women already know this. That's why they don't reply to your DM. They might not be able to articulate it like I'm saying. They just feel it and know it instinctually. You instantly show your colors. So, that behavior to me makes it a great and reasonable prediction that you're going to be like this forever. A loser. I studied this, yeah. You don't even need to study this. This is obvious. That's like painfully obvious to women. It's like so clear. You don't need a college degree. You just need to have a little awareness. And the guys that are commenting that shit on girls' posts like that they're just excuse-making losers forever. Hello, everybody. Okay. We'll take it to the floor next. How's it going, guys? How's your dating life? I just need to rant on that a bit. Half of y'all living in my comments with that nonsense. And it's like, that's you stuff. That's way more you stuff than me stuff. How's it going with everybody? Why do men go after the type they don't like? I don't know what that means. Why do they go after the type they don't like the type of women? What are you saying? My day was good. Great. My ex is on my female friends. My ex is on my female friends currently. Haha. What? My high standards keep me single but happier and stress-free. Yeah, okay. Who said that? Emily? Emilia? Is that right? Emily? I'm going to say Emily. Sorry if it's wrong. Yeah, I hear you. You know, having high standards is one thing, but the problem is there's a creeping depression that happens with you. Emily. I'm just going to call you Emily because I'm not sure if that's right or wrong. The issue is that having high standards for yourself makes it such that every time you do have a date or something, or potentially have a date, you're always disappointed. You see what I'm saying? You're putting too much stake into other people, you know? And then they're always going to fall short because they're not exactly what you want exactly. And that's going to lead you to like maybe even years of just being sort of quietly depressed about it. And you can mask that by like being, you know, boss babe in it or whatever. And just and being like, I'm so much happier on my own because my standards are too high. But what happens is the depressive creep starts to happen. You start to like, you just get feeling like you're getting older and your time's passing you by, and you might, you know, all the good men are getting married. I don't know what's going on. What's wrong with me? That's where that road takes you, by the way. You know, so I think you should be attracted to the person. I think they should be stable, sure, but maybe not be so picky because you might close the doors on some really good opportunities. Okay, just consider that. He says he wants to work it all out naturally. What does he mean? Is this an honest answer? Julie, I'm sorry, I might have missed the first part of what you're saying. That's true. I'm 37 and I feel this creeping up on me now. Yeah, exactly. What's up, Daisy? Good to see you again anyways. People are not perfect. The expectation of that, you will never find happiness. Yeah. I'm single with a 10-month-old because he's not worth me struggling. Well, being a single mom's tough, man. You got to do what you got to do. And that's a challenging business. Not saying you can't do it. Just say it's a tricky business. Let's see here. Hello. What's something women don't want to hear when it comes to dating? Looks matter and your weight matters too. I mean, here's the thing. Women already kind of know this. It's like pretty fucking obvious. But like if you haven't been to the gym in a while, you kind of eat like shit, you drink a lot, it's going to affect your body in weird ways. Like my body has changed. Me personally, it's changed. I have a opposite problem most people have. I get skinny. I skinny right up. So for me, I got to work hard to eat and get in the gym, stay in that shit. Like it's imperative. But also I'm a man, and that's sort of to be expected. But women, if they're just not giving a shit anymore, some girls haven't tweezed their eyebrows in fucking ever. Some girls got some girls. There's hairs right here that can make you got one eyebrow. Haven't done it ever. You see what I'm saying? Some girls don't brush their hair, beat their face. Put on some heels or something, sis. I met a girl one time, swear to God. She came to my house. I met her for the first time she came to my house. It's kind of like a date setup, you know. And I swear to Christ, guys, this woman had, you know when they say you just shave to the knee? I don't know if you guys see this on Instagram, but you know how they say just shave to the knee? This girl took that advice literally and literally just stopped shaving right at the knee. Her whole life. And I say knee, I mean the lower part of the knee. Down here. Look, this part. So, I swear to God, I'm gonna show you. Hang on, let me back this up anyways. I gotta show you how this looks. All right? Listen. This girl, you guys see me? This girl hit nothing here, shaved this part, but this part completely untouched her whole fucking life. Her whole life. And she shows up to my house at that door looking like a hooker in Miami. In Beverly Hills, I live. And she shows up like she just left Miami with a cocktail dress to fucking here. All right? First time ever meeting me. Not like, hey, you're coming over for a visit. It's like, it was here, and it was blue as fuck. Not blue like this, like pastel, but not cute even. It was like a dark blue, bright Miami blue. Blue as fuck. And then she shows up and tan ass legs, but she had blonde hair. So she had, I swear to God, she had long knee hair, this long, that was blonde as fuck on her tan skin. So she had a cocktail dress, okay? Baby hair, baby hair, baby hair. Grown ass man hair, this long, swear to God. Curtains. She had curtains. I'm going to, hold on a second. Let me get my chair back. I need to sit down. It's probably getting too excited. This woman had knee curtains, swear to God. Her shins were smooth, at least. But Miss Knee Curtains, I'm going to call her Knee Curtains. Knee Curtains shows up at my house. Hey, oh my God, it's nice to meet you. And I couldn't look past it, guys. I was like this, and I don't want to be such a fucking asshole, you know. I'm trying to be nice. But y'all, some of y'all making it hard. All right? And so this Knee Curtain shows up, and she drove all the way here from Orange County. And it's already like an hour and a half, and I kind of want to just be like, hey, you and your curtains can just go on now. We can just call this here and call it even. and that's for real happened. And so I basically kind of showed her, and I swear to God, I canceled the day. I said I couldn't go, something came up. I showed her around my house and then sent her on home back to Orange County. Fucking, you can take your hairy knees elsewhere, sis. Take them with you. But anyways, looks matter. And women that can't groom themselves, that's crazy. Like I've heard, I don't really understand this where men have grooming problems or whatever, but some of them do. I get that, whatever. But if you haven't shaved your knees in your whole life and they're 2 inches long white blonde hairs on your brown tan knees, that's fucking like obviously pain. And like who didn't and I feel bad because somebody didn't tell her. Her friends must fucking hate her. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have friends that just hate you. That must be what it is. Very Scandinavian of her. I don't care what it is. You shave past the knee. Go on the other side, you know? And by the way, that's assuming that the thigh hair is like baby hair. You know what I mean? You can't tell, right? Some of y'all grow hair in places it ought not to be, and you ought to take care of that. You know what I'm saying? Common grooming habits. And maybe you got to blame the parents or something. You got to blame the parents on that one. That's a generational thing. But then that makes me think, well, her mama procreated and she probably had some hairy knees too because she didn't tell her any better. It's a whole generational hairy knee curtains all the way back to her mother's mother's mother because somebody didn't tell somebody shit. That's in your family. And I'll be damned if I'm having some babies with knee curtains. Damn that. I'm not doing it. Anyways, looks matter, guys. You gotta groom yourself. Yeah, laser. Yeah, cool. Lily knows. Why didn't you see a full pic first? I did see a picture, to be honest. I did see a picture, but that's one of those things where I didn't really look at because that's like a given. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think I had to look for it. Now, I swear to God, though, now I do. for real. That's like, I'm not checking. I'll touch them. Be like, hey, let me check. All right. Yeah, she's pretty. I'm not gonna be like sending girls. I don't think pretty is over here. I'm not gonna have girls come to me that I don't think are pretty. She's pretty, but here's the thing. I see pretty to me, but without basic fucking grooming habits is a red flag. Something's amiss. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not into it. If I don't want to teach women how to do shit. Just you do it. You should know. When it comes to women's hygiene and like cleanliness and stuff, like what? I'm not the one to teach you, or the two to teach you, or the three to teach you. It's not for me. You're sweating bad. Not so bad. I might be sweating a little bit. Yeah, that's all right. I'm in my own damn house. Don't worry about me. Do high value men find masculine, strong, independent women attractive? Here's the thing. I've never met a man that makes money. Men that make money. I've never met a man that made money that saw a woman and was like, oh, she's just so feminine and nice. I just wish she was more argumentative and masculine, bro. I like telling my boys, I just wish this sweet little feminine girl here was more masculine and argumentative and independent. I've never heard that. Ever. So, you're asking, do men prefer masculine, independent women? So let's back up a bit. Let's just talk about independence for a second, just to be clear. Independence, what a lot of you guys like make big something that should be obvious. If you're an adult woman in the world, if you're an adult woman in the world, being independent is just fucking normal. That's like a normal adult thing. What does independent mean? What, you pay rent? You practice basic hygiene, you shave your knees, you do laundry, you cook for yourself and clean up after yourself. That's independent. That's basic stuff, guys. Like, you don't even need to say that. Imagine if a man said to a woman, I'm independent. It's like, yeah, no shit. Like, obvious, you see. So like, if you're dating a woman, if I met a woman out in the world and she said she's independent, my thought would be no duh. Like, no duh, you're independent. Right? Yeah, I assumed so. What do you mean? You're an adult. Of course you are. But a lot of people, a lot of women lately seem to be wearing that as a badge of honor, like on their chest or something, as if that's not the standard for, I don't know, almost all of them. So just to be clear, I don't think that you saying that you're independent is really that important. Okay? And then that's the first thing. To answer your question, the first question. The next question is do you think that men ever think to themselves, I wish this woman was more masculine and less feminine? Do you think that's the case? I think the answer is obvious there. Hey, Pookie. They correlate being independent with it being independent financially. Same thing. Same thing. Thanks for the gifts, guys. Why is online dating full of men who don't respond? As are men really having options, that many more options? I'll give the answer, T. Here's the answer, T. If they're matching with you on dating apps but not responding to you, T or Tia, I think your name is, it's that they think they can do better than you, Tia. Sorry. So like if they match with you, but there's like a bunch of other girls they really like, they have to weigh out, well, where am I going to spend my time and money? And they think they can do better than you. That's the answer. So they don't really respond to you. But they are, I promise you, hey, so what are you doing next Wednesday? To the ones they find that, oh, I can get this one, nice. That's how it is. If they wanted to, they would. Yeah. I have a question. Fire away. Sorry, for some reason, my Instagram phone is like dim as hell. I don't understand why, but I'll try to read it. My boyfriend, mined into my house. What the fuck? I live in Melbourne. So your boyfriend mined in under your house? Oh, moved in with me and only pays half of it. Sorry, you got to say that again. My boyfriend moved in with me and only pays half of everything. Oh, moved in with you. Your boyfriend moved in with you. So, if your boyfriend, your boyfriend moved into your house and then effectively reduced your rent by half by living with you, is that the deal? It's your house though? Yeah, I get it. I have a question. Hang on, guys. Hang on. I'm going to get one at a time. What's wrong with that? Yeah, so, okay, yes. So your boyfriend moved into your place that you own and he's paying half your rent. Now here's the deal. And the way I see it is that a man should be able to have his own place, his own crib, his own spot, and then oftentimes one moves into his place. So the way I see it is that the man's already paying for his own rent, he's already paying for his own place. I recognize the fact that two people can live for the price of one, and not everybody is just straight up rich. Okay, so that being said, just because you're not rich today doesn't necessarily mean that you should be if you're not rich today, you shouldn't be focused. Hang on a second, bro. I got so distracted by some stuff. Hang on, sorry. I just read a text message I got to respond to. Okay. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, right. So not everybody's rich. So two people can live for the price of one. So it's economical for two people to move in together. That's fine. That's cool. It is what it is. I personally think that a man should bear responsibility for himself and his family, whatever, and he should strive for paying for 100% of it so that his wife or whatever can focus on, being at home and taking care of the kids and the family. That's cool. However, if you're at a place and living in your own spot and then you talk to your boyfriend and you agreed to allow him to pay some amount of the money that it costs to live there in exchange for him to live there, that's on you, sis. You allowed that. So he moved in with you. It's not like he forced his way in. You allowed that to happen. You see? Yeah. Okay. So to be honest with you, I think that I'm renting too, like don't own it, but yeah, I'm not making him pay my mortgage. Yeah, exactly. So the thing is here, it's a little hot in here. So what I'm trying to say is if you allow him to move in, you guys are leaving terms up front. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to do about it? If you agreed to let him pay for half your rent or whatever, what are you mad at that? You allowed him to come in there at that rate. So what did you think? And you should, if you wanted him to pay all of the rent or you wanted to move into a place with him where he was responsible for it, y'all should have talked about that. There's nothing you can do now. You can say, well, I was thinking you were going to pay all my bills, and you might have an argument about that, but you kind of made your bed and it says, sorry, you got to lie in it. What's your thoughts on a man who's never doing anything for his girlfriend, but he's always doing things for him? What are your thoughts on a man never doing anything for his girlfriend, but she's always doing things for him? I don't know. I don't have any thoughts on that. I don't think about that at all. I don't know. If she's happy being like that for him, then so. Some people just, I don't know. They've received love in different ways, I suppose, And some people, it makes them happy to do stuff for others, and if it works for them, it works for them. If they're dating, it must be working, right? Okay, let's sort of catch up to some of this. He wants to be a princess. Fine. Let's see. What do you do? What do you do when a man is cheap? Martha asks, what do you do when a man is cheap? Here's the thing, Martha. Here, I'm going to give you the answer. What do you do if a man is cheap? Run for the fucking hills. Let me tell you something about guys that are cheap. That is born into you. Like that's from your family. You grew up in a scarcity mindset, and that shit right there. Let me tell you, Martha, it doesn't get better. It gets worse. It gets way worse. The first thing that happens is y'all are opting for slightly cheaper hotels or whatever. Then the next thing you get, it's like, well, we shouldn't do that. We should do the cheaper option. This is better. And then it's just this endless justification until the next thing you know, you're stuffing little bits of soap into a stocking, and you're washing with that in the shower. You've completely gotten rid of conditioner, and y'all just sharing the sock in the shower because it just saves you $36 a month on shampoo and conditioner. That's where this goes. That's where you think that he's being like financially responsible today, but really in 30 years, y'all gonna be using the shower sock. That's how this goes. That's where this goes. And I'm not saying be fucking stupid and frivolous with money or whatever, but let me tell you, I know guys that are rich, really rich, but you won't get a red cent out of them. They're just stingy. It's deep into their character of who they are. you just can't escape it. Do you guys understand? And so if he's cheap in that way, sometimes in life there's ups and downs, and you gotta, maybe make sense to be cheap today, whatever. But if it's a stingy person you're dealing with, it gets worse and worse and worse until it's shower sock and no bottles of nothing. Y'all got one plate that you share and 2 forks if you're lucky, and that's it. A dish. A sock in the shower and a dish. That's where it goes. And no vacations everywhere. Because that doesn't make sense. We shouldn't afford that. It doesn't make sense to spend that kind of money. That's where it goes. Hello guys. Would you prefer your wife to not work? Bridget asks. Me personally, I can't date a woman that has a job. That's just not possible. My life is very on the fly. I never know until it's, you guys got to understand, I'm not like planning a vacation in 2 months. It's like, if there's something for me to do or something I want to do, I do it now, tomorrow. We're on the plane in the morning. Let's go. And that's just not feasible for a person that has a job. This is not realistic. Let's see here. What's up, Bailey? Good to see you. Do wealthy men want to date women that are already wealthy? No, I actually think wealthy men prefer the opposite. To be honest with you, I think that wealthy men will date wealthy women, but you guys got to understand, men don't give a shit. Men will marry the waitress. Do you understand? It's not about women's success at all. Sooner you understand that, the better. Because if you have a grip onto what that looks like, then you can start playing the game right in the way that you're going to win. Do you guys understand? Men will marry the waitress. They don't give a shit how much money you make, where you went to college, none of that shit. They just don't care. What's wrong with being a waitress? Nothing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You could have a no career, no money in the bank, working at McDonald's. Men don't care about that for women. They just don't. What do they care about? Your looks. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Why are you guys it's so funny. Sometimes you guys act like You're acting like playing dumb, you know? Men care men care if they think you're pretty. They care about the way you look. And why is that like a revelation for me? Well, what do they care about? What do you mean? You think, I'll give you an example. As a woman, you guys just look over the poor 5'3" cashier at the Home Depot. You guys look right over that guy, straight up invisible to you. As you know, he just doesn't qualify, right? And for the same reason, men think the same way about women. There's just women they will just straight up look over. So what do you think makes them look? Your personality that you feel inside? What do you mean? That comes second, third. The first thing they see is like, oh wow, she's beautiful. Whoa, hold up, that's obvious. Isn't that obvious? They care about how you look. Start there. The package of a person. Yeah, exactly. Gussy it up. Pretty is as pretty does, but baby, that's right. Looks and shaved knees, that's right. Cute kids, duh, that's right. Let's see here. I'm back. Welcome back. Literally taking notes. Shaved knees, that's right, that's right. There's some initial attraction guys don't like. Slobs either, right, exactly. I like your eyes. Thank you. You can't have them though. Appreciate that. Victoria. Hey Russell. She sent me this live. I guess she doesn't want to share the sock anymore. Yep, see, Jay? That's what happens if you're stingy, boys. So I'm going to send you to my live to learn you something. What about, let's see, sorry. What about religion and politics? Nope, not with a 10-foot pole. My boyfriend always talks about providing, but he never includes financially. Will this change if we marry? Zoe, if your boyfriend is talking about providing and he doesn't mean financially, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Providing support. Where? What support? Let me tell you guys something. Once you have the kids, you get a woman pregnant and then she starts having those babies. She's got children to raise or whatever. How useless does a man become after that? For like the first, 6 years of that child's life, that man is basically fucking useless if he's not providing. What? Can you imagine? Zoe, I think you're great and I want to provide for you, not financially, but I'll provide everything else for you. What else? What else could you possibly provide a mother of a newborn if not financial provisioning? What the fuck are you talking about? Because by the way, that means shelter, that means food, that means all of it. Diapers aren't cheap. Pampex is like so expensive. Baby formula is expensive. Fucking a wet nurse is so expensive. What do you mean not financially? That's fucking ridiculous. Oh, I'll provide for you. Provide what? Emotional support as a man? Ha! Get real. You don't even have the stamina for the emotional support of a wife that had a newborn child as a man. Get fucking real. You might as well be useful in some area though. What are you talking about? Provide what? The fuck? Zoe, I think that you should have a real come to Jesus talk with your providing man, whatever the fuck that means to him. And I think a realignment needs to happen. Let's come down to earth talk. Let's have a big boy talk. Because by the way, a man provides for his family. And that today doesn't necessarily mean go out with a bow and arrow and go hunt down the meat and bring it back to the family anymore. It means make fucking money. Duh. And what else could you do? You can't just call up, you just can't, you know what? You can't just call up the bank or go, you can't fill up your grocery store cart at Walmart with all the formula and the diapers and the Pampers or whatever the fuck. And the bassinet and the blanket. You can't just say, well, I can't pay for this, but I'm providing for my wife emotionally. So they don't take that form of currency at Walmart. They just don't. So provide where? The fuck? That's crazy. Yeah, like what are you talking about? I'm just only going to provide for you. What? Useless man. Once you have children, the men are fucking useless until that kid starts to grow up and they're like, you know. And if it's a girl, like, what do you think? You're going to have to be paying a lot of money. Boy is okay. Man, useful. You got kids, whatever. You got kids, you got to raise them to some degree. But a lot of what that is demonstrating what a man should be doing in a household. And by the way, what that is making fucking money and providing for his family financially. That's the only thing that really matters. The rest will shake out. The rest, the village can work out with the wife. The mother, the man's mother-in-law, her mom can sort out the finer details. But you gotta make fucking money. Provide means financially. The fuck? And why would he even use that word? Just to sort of placate you? To trick you to sleep with him? Is that what that is? Because it kind of sounds like it. Oh, well, great, honey. That sounds great. You're going to provide for me, but not financially? Oh, perfect. My dream boat. I guess I'll get 2 jobs and have these children. Oh, perfect. Back door tonight? That's fucking insane. And the fact that they're like, yeah, he probably feels good saying it too. Like, yeah, I'm going to provide for you, honey. Not financially, though. He probably feels good about himself. What a fucking joke. You should have a conference with him. Get the family involved. Make it an intervention. God. Hello, guys. Would you date a man? No. Sorry, Jimmy. I'm not gay. Nothing wrong with that if you are, but it's not for me. Asking 100 times. As if that would even be an option for you. A woman who has children is never not valuable. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry, Sophie. I'm not sure what you're asking about the passion fruit. If men just care about looks, will they still like us when we age? They'll like you less. But that doesn't mean they won't love you, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's no secret that men, as women age, that doesn't mean that they won't have wandering eyes for younger women. Men at all ages, like young 20s women. It just is what it is, you see? Let's see, let me just mute. There's no secret that men will like women in their 20s. But that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that men can't have love and respect for their woman, even as they age. So just because they're attracted to young women doesn't mean that they're gonna lose their love for you. You get what I mean? They're still companion to their life. Okay? So don't worry so much about that. Keep your energy and spirits high. All right? Okay. Sorry, I'm getting kind of blasted here. Okay. Listen, guys, we're at my time anyway. So anyway, it's been an hour. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. We will be on again soon. Not sure exactly when that is, but add me on Instagram. I post my real, actual personal life there, and I'll be doing a really fun live with somebody very, very interesting. Probably this week, hopefully. So thanks again for joining. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.